Alright, well, you set that up. I'm gonna watch my video.
No, it's already set up.
Oh, it's already set up?
Yeah, it's already set up.
Shit. Hold on, let me pause it.
There, it's already set up.
You gotta watch these, though. These
I will. Take a sip of water.
Videos are hilarious. It's hilarious. It's... Well, you probably shouldn't let that be on.
Hey everybody, welcome to 30 Days with Jake. I'm Jake and this is my cigarette-free challenge. Today is day number 18. Oh shoot. Today is day number 19. And if you enjoy watching these videos, please hit that like button. Share, comment down below, ask any questions, tell me what you're going through, what you want me to address in a future video, any ideas you may have, put that down below. And subscribe if you haven't already so you can be notified every time I upload a video. Okay, so yeah, I am now almost 5 days. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
The video was
Sunday.
Ben, that was the one before this.
Almost 6 days. What?
Wait, 6 days of what?
Tuesday to Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. 5 days. It's cigarette free. So yeah, I am now almost 5 days cigarette free. 5 whole days cigarette free. So today I have Mr. Daryl Genie. Mr. Daryl Genie, how you doing?
You're so upbeat. I'm fine. I'm just tired.
You're tired? Why are you tired?
Huh?
Why are you tired?
Cause
late night?
No.
No, you go out with the girl?
No, I was at work and then I didn't get a lot of sleep.
You were at work till late at night? You closed?
Yeah. Wait, let me say hi to some people real quick. From here or no?
Yeah,
from work. Yeah. All right, from work. Oh God. All right. Hey Sabrina. Hey Jasmine. Hey Jocelyn. Hey Andrea. Hey Brittany. Hey Ryan. Hey the rest.
That's from work?
Yeah, that's from work.
Do they know you're?
No, they don't. So
you don't. So you're gonna tell them?
No, but if anybody ever catches this shit,
who knows that you work at the place that you work at with these people that you work with?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So it is whatever. They see this. Who cares?
So, Daryl Genie here is one of my best friends. The other being Ben Candido Falto Armijo.
Galena? I don't know. Somebody said
Ben
Galena.
Galena.
Somebody called him Galena. I told you who called him Galena.
Mr. Daryl Genie, I've been waiting for weeks to have him on. This is one of my best friends here. And if you didn't see one of my other previous videos, I did have Ben, who's one of my other best friends. These guys are real close to me, and we've got a lot of history together.
Did he lose weight?
I don't know.
Did he? He looks like he did.
I don't know. When was the last time we saw each other?
His stand-up that we went to?
Oh, that's right. The last time we saw all three of us.
Yeah, his stand-up, that was pretty funny.
Okay. Yeah, he does stand-up. He does comedy. He is an extremely funny guy. His voice is very, how do you say it? It's like noticeable. It's like
it's distinct.
It's distinguishing. It's distinct. His voice. And I think Ben will do really well, and he's gonna be successful.
He's gonna be. He's what is like president on that shit, right, or something? Is he still going
political?
For that? No. Political, all that.
No, he's
political?
not.
Oh, well, he's in journalism's.
He's doing journalism, yeah. So no, let's talk about you. Let's talk about you. What are you doing? Are you going to school?
What?
You're going to school, right?
Yeah.
What are you going to school for? What are you going to school for?
Oh. I wasn't paying attention. The damn flies keep coming here. They're landing on my hand. Shit. What was I going to school? Oh yeah, that's right. I'm a film major. I'm doing film, and then I'm gonna minor in psychology.
You didn't tell me that.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna do psychology.
I was
psychology. I told you for the longest time.
Well, it was either gonna be that or accounting, because like I'm good at math, so I may as well do something good with that.
You're good at math.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, either or, something to fall back on in case the film thing doesn't work out. But anyway,
the film thing's gonna work out. That's what we want to do, right?
Yeah, that's what. Well, yeah. Well, you're more into acting. I'm the film.
It's film. It's what we want to get into film.
Yeah.
You know, I want to do acting. You want to do directing, and you know.
Yeah.
Ben's gonna do his own thing.
Ben's gonna do his
comedy.
His comedy.
Comedy journalism.
Comedy journalism.
Your comedy journalism.
You should work for The Onion. Have you heard of The Onion? That's comedy journalism.
Yeah. We all met. Me, Ben, and Daryl. We met in Debbie's acting class 20 or it's 2A.
2A.
2A at Pasadena City College.
2 years ago. No, 2 years. 2 years.
It was 2 years ago.
Was it 2 years or 3 years?
It was in the fall, 2 years ago.
Oh yeah, 2 years ago. Cause
yeah. I didn't know you guys before then.
Yeah.
And I just came in. I added the class. I crashed the class.
Yeah.
The second week.
Yeah, and I remember I didn't like you in the beginning.
Why didn't you like me?
What?
Why didn't you like me?
Because I thought you were annoying.
You thought I was annoying? You thought I was gay too, huh?
No. No, I thought Tony. No, don't.
I don't know if anybody heard that.
No.
Okay. So, yeah, we met in Debbie's class. So, yeah, we're talking about our history.
Yeah.
Is there anything you want to mention about Debbie Taylor? Because she watched the other video with Ben.
She did?
Loved it, yeah.
She would.
So, you have anything to say with Debbie?
Yeah, she's amazing. She's amazing. She's like the... She's amazing. She's like...
I'll just go back.
I don't know. I can't really put into words. Like what would you? What's like the best like thing you'd say? Because I'd say she's definitely encouraging and supportive. But like, what else would you add to that?
Encouraging, supportive. I mean, she's
like amazing, and she's
like,
hilarious.
She's
she's
like all rounded.
Really
she's
funny.
like one of the best.
Like
I mean, like, because all instructors and professors and teachers have different styles at how they go to people, and I think with Debbie, she's a really understanding woman. You know, and she falls in love with each and every student. You know, if you take her for a class.
Whoa, not every student.
Oh yeah, no, you got some difficult students.
Yeah.
You got some difficult students who, like, teachers and professors have a hard time. Teaching them. But no, Debbie's one of those that she really works with you. She really works with everybody. Like, she gives everyone a chance.
She knows her shit. Yeah, she knows her shit, basically.
She knows her what?
She knows her shit. Like, she's really, like she knows, come on, all the shit, like, all the knowledge she has about
she does, yeah. No, she's had many years of experience doing Shakespeare, working on stage. Yeah, and yeah, when we were in the play that she directed at Pasadena City College, 12th Night.
Both versions, the spring and summer.
And right? I really love her because she gives everybody a chance, you know. And it was an amazing time. We all came together. We all had so much fun, and just everybody's personalities and everyone's different, the way they came at the play and the way that we just, why are you laughing?
Because I just thought of the when she had what's his name reading everybody's lines.
Oh, yeah, for the main stage.
Yeah, he was playing everybody.
That was fun. That was
funny.
You know.
Yeah.
Because while doing these plays with Debbie, we had the first week we would do what was it called? We
read it like in like today's language, like lingo.
It was what are those books called?
Oh my God. We read it in like the like how we would sound, like how they talk today, basically.
It was No Fear.
Yeah, we read it like how they talk in this day and age.
What would you call it? It was like updated language. It was
like slang,
the translation,
today's slang.
Modern translation, taking the Shakespeare. So it was fun because Debbie had us read it in our own words as well.
Yeah.
Right. So it got pretty fun. There were those that have had experience with improv that really made it fun for us.
Yeah.
And your head's being cut off.
I know it is, isn't it? Yeah. I move it back a little.
So. Yeah, I first met Daryl at the same time when I met Ben. We were taking Debbie's 2A beginning acting class at Pasadena City College. And I had crashed that class my second week in that semester. And yeah, for me, it was very, I was very nervous, and it was something that I wasn't comfortable with. And what these videos are all about is about challenging yourself. So to give a little bit of a story, and I told you about with Debbie, my first year at PCC.
Yeah, you met her before. You met her before.
No, I didn't meet her before.
Or no, you met the other teacher, right? Before the other one you took? Or something?
No, that was that semester we were going together. No, It was 2015. Mm-hmm. So it was a year before. It was a year and a half in the spring, and I was registered for school. And I was registered for Debbie's class.
Oh, yeah, I remember you telling me that you were registered and you didn't show up or something like that?
Yeah, no, I canceled class. One of my friends was going to school there, and he wanted to take dance, and like he was taking the class, and we had I decided to take classes with him.
Yeah.
This is one of my other friends, Brian, and who I used to work with.
The hell was that?
It was from the tree, the little acorns or nuts or something. So, yeah, it was actually kind of funny, and I think I told Debbie that I
remember
actually,
that story.
right? Yeah. So, So then I
You crashed our class.
well, no. Okay. So I didn't want to be an actor at all. I had no, I didn't like, how my face looked, my voice, I didn't feel comfortable with my body and, moving wise and just a lot of things that I've been told, a lot of the stories that I was feeding myself through other people's perspectives of my life.
Jesus Christ, it's hard to it's hard to get comfortable. Anyway.
So yeah, I didn't want to be an actor until I took Debbie's class, and so I was like, it'd be kind of interesting to take the class, and I didn't know what it was going to be about, and just kind of, I don't know, I don't really know, because I wanted to get into film, and I guess more to meet the actors, and it was kind of embarrassing for me to show up for the class. So the first class I went to go crash, the instructor, who was actually my
what was it? It was
no. It was actually
It started with the V.
my instructor that I had for my advanced acting, and so she had told me that I wasn't able to.
She's gone now.
She's gone now, yeah.
Yeah.
She's
not dead.
She's not from.
She's not dead. She's somewhere else. She's somewhere else.
It still sounds bad.
I know.
She's working somewhere else. She's no longer working at the school because, and I'm happy for her because she's got other. She's pursuing other pathways, and just I'm all happy for her, and she was amazing. I guess I'll just say it.
It's up to you. That's your. That was you. It's your video.
All right, so Verity Branco. So Verity, yes. She is an amazing acting instructor. I had her for my advanced acting class this last semester.
Yeah, in the spring.
In the spring. Yeah, she is amazing. She knows her stuff. She knows how to get her point across and get you moving, get you working, she's from the business. She knows her business. She knows what's going on and stuff. So a quick shout out to her. A quick shout out to William Hickman. We actually took with Ben for intermediate acting class at Pasadena City College. So yeah, a quick shout out to him. He's amazing. He's awesome. You have any words to say about Will?
Well, that he's amazing, and that
he's amazing.
He does the fight choreography too, which is like really. It's cool that they got someone that does that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to say. I mean, his class was really fun. Like you learn a lot from it. Like him, like I feel Debbie's good for like she pushes, like she's like supportive if that's what you want to pursue, and then Will gives you like what you need, if that's what if that makes sense, right? Like Debbie is the one who like encourages you, then Will is the one who like pushes you, like he tells you like what to like you go up and you do something, he tells you do it this way. Not okay. Now try it this way or something like that. I don't know. I can't put it in. I don't know. Probably sounds stupid the way I'm saying it.
No. I mean, I'm kind of getting it because they got different they've got different teaching styles.
Debbie's good for encouraging you, like if you're starting out.
Well, it's like how Ben said. It's like she's your best first acting coach, teacher. But yeah, no, she really does know her stuff. She's got so many years experience. And if you do decide to take acting, my notes would be to go find somebody who's been in the business. Go find somebody who, if you want to get into theater, go find somebody who's had many years experience in the theater. If you want to get into film, go after somebody who's gone after film, and don't go after other people who have been a part of the business but not been acting, because it's a whole different game. It's a whole different, and I mean, you want to be something else. You don't want to be an actor, and Ben doesn't want to be an actor.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that would be a good life advice would be, whatever you want to get into, find those who are in that profession, find those who have excelled and been successful in that field, specifically what you're trying to go after. So if you want to be a filmmaker, go study from other filmmakers. If you want to be a writer, go study after other writers. And don't, not that everybody's advice isn't good if they haven't succeeded in some field. If you got like a life coach and they themselves, their own lives aren't really, that's kind of messy and just you know,
You don't want someone who sucks at their job.
Well, no, I'm not saying like don't take their advice, because
Yeah.
there's a lot of stuff that people can say
Yeah.
that maybe they don't follow their own advice. But yeah, no, definitely if you want to succeed and excel in something, go after that. So yeah, did we talk about our history?
We did in the first one before we had to start over. Before we had to start over.
So yeah, so,
yeah, so we
Daryl,
met, what, it was 2 years ago, right?
it was 2 years ago in the fall.
In the fall.
We took Debbie's class.
We took Debbie's class with Stinky.
Oh my god.
No one's gonna know who that is.
Sure, no, we can use Stinky.
Yeah, no one's gonna know who that is.
Maybe some people who were in that class with us.
No, but let's shout. No, but I was gonna shout out Jeremy, but I don't know.
Yeah, no, you can shout out Jeremy.
Yeah. All right. Hi, Jeremy. All right. Hey, Jeremy. Hey, Jeremy. Oh, fucking
So
Jeremy.
Daryl's
I can't
giving a
just
shout out to
Jeremy.
Jeremy.
To Jeremy. I'm not. I
who
don't
was
want to say his last name because I don't want everybody. I don't want to
no,
put
that's
him on
fine.
the
That's
spot.
fine. We'll tag him.
All right.
So yeah, Jeremy is an
was in our
awesome,
class.
great guy who was in our two-way class,
And
our
our
2B
2B.
class, beginning and intermediate, and then he was with me in advanced.
And you did
advanced
you
acting.
did the show with them.
I did the show with him. So yeah, he's an amazing guy, an amazing
Very
actor,
funny.
very
Super
funny
funny.
guy. He knows his voices. So,
His Trump is really good. His Trump is like spot on.
So
His Trump and his Jerry Seinfeld.
oh man,
It's Disney,
like
man.
Jeremy, he's gonna US.
He's going to USC with Brock, and who else do we know that's going to USC?
Somebody else.
We know somebody. Oh, Anthony.
Anthony, but somebody else too.
Yeah, there's somebody else. I can't remember who. I can't put my finger on who else it was. Jeremy. and Brock.
Oh, Eustace.
Oh, that's right, Eustace.
Eustace is going to USC.
Eustace is going to USC because Adam. Yeah, I remember Adam helped him move.
All right, so 12 minutes.
Oh yeah,
Let's-
shout out to Adam. Adam's really amazing.
Adam
I didn't
who?
see Adam Oler.
He's going to where?
No, because he's just a good actor. I think.
Yeah,
he is.
he's a good actor. He's a
Yeah.
good actor.
I didn't see.
You just caught me by surprise. I didn't know you were doing that.
I didn't see Macbeth, but you know, I heard he was really.
Are we just gonna shout out to every
No,
friend
no,
of
no.
ours?
Go. Continue.
Adam.
Continue.
Adam.
Hi, hey, Adam. All right, continue. I'll start watching Trapped in the Closet again if
Okay,
we don't continue.
no. Okay, so I brought you on. I just have a few questions. When was it that? Because I know you're one of my friends that you didn't want me to keep smoking, right? So
Yeah.
do you remember the first time I smoked in front of you, or that you found out that I smoked cigarettes? And
I really can't recall. I don't recall. I know it was during Debbie's class. It wasn't.
and it
during
wasn't
Debbie's
right
class?
away. It wasn't. We started.
It wasn't right
hanging
away.
out, and I was
'cause
just like, whoop.
It wasn't right away because I remember there was a bunch of us would always stay after and talk, and you were there, and I didn't like you in the beginning. I didn't like you in the beginning.
That's not
I
fair.
thought you were annoying.
You're annoying.
What?
What?
Anyway, I thought you were. I don't remember exactly when you started smoking. I just remember because I hate this freaking taste and smell of cigarettes.
Yeah, you don't. I don't think I've ever seen you smoke a cigarette.
Well, I mean, I've tried.
I don't know
Everybody's
if
tried
you,
it.
I don't know
Everybody.
if, like in front of me though. Like
Yeah, I've tried it
'Cause
like when I was a lot
maybe you-
younger, but
oh.
I mean, it was this gross.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I've had people, and then you know, my grandma used to smoke cigarettes, and I remember the bathroom always smelling like the freaking cigarettes after she would walk out. I mean, she eventually quit, but the cigarettes that kind of contributed to some of the health problems that she has. I feel like now, because she has a lot of health problems, so I feel like the cigarettes kind of contributed to that. And she's not even that old; she's barely in her late 50s. So
Yeah.
she's not. So for her to like, she's like not. She's like gonna be. I think she's gonna be 60, but it's like she's 80 because like all of her health problems. I mean, she's not doing bad, but the cigarettes didn't do her any good. And then I saw you smoking them, and then you have asthma, so that makes it so much that.
Yeah, I could definitely
Doesn't help.
feel it more.
Yeah.
So yeah, so the cigarette of the day is
Oh yeah, show them the picture.
death. So the idea for the cigarette of the day, death, came from Daryl here.
I feel like some of the people that we know are gonna expect that from me.
Yeah, they are. So anyway, what made you think of death?
Death. Well, the basic things like with cigarettes, though, like you know, cancer and emphysema and all that.
Yeah.
And then and heart failure and heart attacks and all that. But then other things too with death is like because with like So tomorrow, like I view the way I view things is like tomorrow is never guaranteed. So like nothing lasts forever. You know, we only have so much time here. We only have so much time on
In this world.
to do like what we want to do. You know, and it's not guaranteed. I could drop dead right now. Imagine if
recording this video and you just
and I just drop dead. I just drop dead or get struck by lightning or something.
I just throw your body out and just drive away.
Well, anyway, yeah, that tomorrow's, you know, and we have to. God, I can't put it into words now. I had it now. I can't put it into words. I can't put it into words now.
What were you
So
thinking?
what I was gonna try to say too is that. So. We only have so much time on this earth. So we have to do we do shit. I cannot put it into words. I was trying to say like we gotta do what we gotta do, like the things we want. We gotta, you know, take charge of our lives and do what we want to do. Like now is the time to do what we want to do. Because, you know, again, tomorrow's never guaranteed. Like you want to leave your mark. You want to leave your mark.
You want to leave your legacy.
You want to leave your legacy, and regardless of what it is.
You gotta find out what's most important to you.
Yeah, you know,
find your passion.
Whether it could be like you know, if you have kids, or if you know you want to be a doctor, or you want to be like some type of like an athlete or something, or you know, anything, you know. And we only have so much time, and
it's like, what do you want to
people,
give? Time is money. Time is,
yeah. Like
I only get so much of it.
Yeah, and I've lost people too. You know, it's a stupid thing. So, you know, and it's like I don't want to go out the way some people that I've lost have. You know.
Like, how do you mean how they passed?
Well, yeah, I'm not gonna say how because
I'm not saying like give a reason.
Yeah,
like
how they
passed.
Yeah, like how they've passed.
This is how they passed.
Yeah, like how they've passed.
You want to leave an impact.
Yeah, you want to leave an impact. Because again, nothing like, you know, it's not guaranteed that yours are gonna be tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then with your cigarettes too, like further down the road, something may happen to you because of the long-term effects of the cigarettes. That's just the basic shit. I was gonna get into. I'm thinking more like the bigger picture though.
Well, actually, like I've done some research and like I guess supposedly, you know, if you quit cigarettes and after so much time, your body starts regenerating new cells and starts recovering from.
Yeah, that takes a while. I've read that, but that takes a while. Yeah.
Well, that's why it's like you quit cigarettes and then, you know, your path to recovery.
Yeah.
So,
life is precious.
Life is precious. Life is short.
I know coming from me that sounds weird, but it is. For some
How
of
is
you,
it coming from you? It's weird. It's not weird.
Because everybody, I know people that know me that are gonna watch, that know us, that are gonna watch this, are gonna be like, "Why is he?"
Well, then they don't know you. Like you've got a weird, dark sense of humor.
Yeah, like
But he loves life. He says a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
You know, he's a little dark and morbid. You know, a lot of the stuff you say.
Like what?
I'm not gonna say it.
Okay then.
But yeah, no, life is short.
Life is
you gotta,
short. Nothing
you have
lasts
to really,
forever.
you know, be careful with what you do and the different,
the choices you make,
the decisions you make in life,
the people you talk to,
the people you talk to, the people that you affect, and affect you, in negative and positive ways. So yeah, no, that's a really good word of the day.
Yeah.
You know, cigarette of the day, death. You know, so I have another question: is, do you have any experiences with bad habits, with habits that you've seen as bad that you wanted to try and get rid of, or any addictions, or you know, any personal experiences that you know that you've reflected on death, and it helped you move forward, move out of that darkness, that dark place, you know, move forward in life.
That's hard. That's hard.
Is there something you want to talk about? You want to tell people watching who are struggling in life, struggling with addiction, with
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, you know, you're not alone. You're not the only one going through it. And that's like the best of, like, it's always think, you know, if it'll feel like people don't care, but there's always somebody there. There's always, at least for me, there's always somebody that's there, or that it has been there, you know. So you're not alone. Like, you're not going through it alone. Basically, that's what I would say. Like, but yeah, for just from things that I've experienced, like, you're not alone, and you're also not the only person dealing with it. You know, there's people that care. You're loved.
I always tell you that. I always tell you I love you.
I hate you.
Right?
I hate you. I hate you.
Come
Get
on,
off me.
girl. Give me
Oh,
some of
you're
your
sweating.
love. Give me some of your love.
I really hate you. I hate you. I hate you.
No, he doesn't hate me. So
Yeah, but you know, you're not alone. You know, you can get through. You can get through. Just, I know I said that, you know, tomorrow's never guaranteed to, but at the same time too, you know, tomorrow's even, it may not be guaranteed, but it's also like a new day. So like, you know.
So yeah, no. The important thing is to always talk about it, right? That helps.
Yeah, talking helps.
Talk about it. Talk about it to professionals. Talk about it with your friends, with family,
Your loved
with
ones.
loved ones, anybody who you trust. You know. And the thing is, would you say that if you met a stranger and like you had some good vibes from them, that maybe you'd be able to open up?
Well, not a strange. Well, no, because in some experiences I've had, that's always that. It comes back to bite you. So I wouldn't go to like a stranger.
I mean, you don't have to tell them everything.
Well, yeah, but still.
You ever met strangers where it's like you guys have a good conversation and they're very nice, but like not in the way that they want to manipulate, or not in the way that that they want to get some from you, but that they're just like genuinely like, hey buddy, hey, are you okay? Like, hey, this and that, like, oh man, you know, and they're just such a good person, good guy, good woman. No?
Honestly, from a stranger, no. I mean, no, never from a stranger.
What are you talking about the swearing?
Well, never from a stranger,
It's a
because
lot
like
of
I
work
don't
to
get.
put the beeping.
I don't get. Do you really put beeps?
Yeah.
Do you really?
You didn't hear. Well, you didn't hear Ben's.
I didn't hear Ben's.
Ben said it like 3 times.
Because I know the other video. Wow, did you in the other videos? I don't remember.
No, there's no swearing in the other
Oh,
video.
but I don't know you. I didn't know you're putting beeps. I want to hear that.
Okay, so you were saying it's like you haven't heard from strangers?
Well, from strangers, no, because for me, like, I tend not to really trust people until I really get to know them. I don't really, you know, I've always been, you know, just from some experiences, I've been kind of closed off, which I'm working on it though, but it's hard sometimes for me to really trust somebody if I don't know somebody that I don't really know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So are there any questions you have for me?
Hmm?
Are there any questions you have for me? Any questions you'd like to ask me?
I feel like I know too much about you to ask you any questions.
There's questions.
What don't I know about you?
You know everything, huh?
I think so. I mean, you claim not to remember your childhood, so
What?
you claim not to remember your childhood.
Because I don't.
How do you not remember your childhood?
Like I get like it's a little like my.
It's all those damn
my
head
conscious-
injuries. It's all
What?
those damn head injuries.
Injuries.
I've fallen out of freaking trees and I've never had a concussion. Yet you freaking fall from like 2 feet,
What are you
crack your head
saying?
open.
Oh my god, we're not gonna have this discussion. Okay, so you have any questions? And it's not falling 2 feet. It's like 2 skaters on the ice running, but then with skates, with velocity.
Okay, I flipped over on a bike and nothing, not even a scratch.
Over a bike, doing what? Like off a 10-foot jump?
I was attempting to jump.
You just slammed in the wall or what?
Well, I hit a gate.
You hit a gate. You missed the ramp.
I don't remember. It was like
Hit a
it was like 8 years ago.
All right. Well, you have any questions?
Yeah. Oh shit.
Can you? Oh my god, more beeping.
Just beep it out then. I want to hear the beeping. I guess why did you start smoking? Because that's always the thing. I always want to get to the root of, like, why do people choose to do something that, I mean, I guess, well, drinking's not really any better, but cigarettes though is like, it gets you, I feel like it gets you like, well, cigarettes are just gross. I feel like you know my opinion on cigarettes.
Yeah. Actually, I don't remember, cause I tried it when I was 15. Like, I think I was just curious,
Yeah.
and I think I might have been disgusted by the smell or something. You know. I mean, actually, I've had neighbors, and growing up as a kid, like, I've had a neighbor who, you know, he smoked a lot, and then we moved into a place with my family, and the previous occupants were smokers. So, you know, I've been aware of the smell, and I've known what cigarette smell like, and I never cared for it, and then I don't know, it's just kind of a weird thing, because then I got into it when I was 17, and just kind of going through what I went through. You know, it was something that just kind of, it gave me relief. It gave me, you know, and just the smell, just, it didn't bother me as much. I got used to it, you know.
I can kind of see that because my grandma started when she was like, I may be wrong about the age, but I know it was like teenage. She was like a teenager, and her childhood was like really, it was really like rough. So I know that was contributing. So I guess what you're saying makes sense.
And mine wasn't like super bad, you know. It's like people have had,
I know, but like,
you know, lives that are, you know, they're tried and they're challenged every single day.
Yeah, you didn't cross through 3 countries by yourself at a young age like she did. But
I did.
No, you didn't.
Yeah.
Shut up.
No, I did. I crossed over. I went up north, and then I actually swam across, and then I did a little traveling, and I was like 9.
I'm gonna start watching Trap from the Closet again.
Yeah, no, I never did that, but you know, that's the thing, is like, we're all different. We're all different, and we all react and respond differently. We have different personalities, and just there's so many factors that go into, you know, how we react and respond, and it's sometimes how we were conditioned, how we were raised up,
we
the
cope
environment
with things
we cope with things differently because of how we were raised or not raised. We raised ourselves, you know, so we're more independent, you know. So, you know, everyone goes through their own difficulties, you know, and it's hard all around.
It goes back to what I said, that you're not alone and you're not the only one going through it.
Yes. And you should talk about it.
What?
You should talk about it.
I'm not going to talk about my problems.
I'm not talking about you. I'm just saying, because you always do that. You always go like...
Well, because I can't put it into words, like, basically. Like, I want to say...
Like, oh, everyone's going through it. Like, oh, Daryl, you want to know what's happening to me? Oh, everyone goes through it.
No, like, I know what I want to say, but I'm having a hard time getting it into words.
About what?
Like, about, like, that. Like, you know, like what I said. About, you know, you're not the... You know, that we all have... Basically, we all have someone that loves us.
Yeah, it's me.
Okay, well, you're not the only person for me, but yeah, you know.
So that's Daryl. So, what else is my other?
Well, I had the questions, right? I'm asking you questions right now, right?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Has there? No, wait, no, that's not a good one. Okay, bleep that out.
Oh my God, Daryl.
Make it funny.
No, I'm not gonna make it funny. You give me.
I was gonna say, was there a time you thought you wouldn't make it, not make it out alive, but like not get through it, like
not get through it?
Not get through, yeah.
Interestingly enough, it was not when my mom passed.
Yeah.
It was not. I knew I would get through it.
Yeah, I remember you talking about that.
I'll get back to that. I do remember with with the first girls I started dating, and the first girl I was serious with after it ended. Oh, that was bad. It was bad. And I was just such a mess for a long period of time. And I didn't think I'd get through it. You know, after the first girl I ever went out with, and we only went out for like 3 weeks. And then from that, then I had a girlfriend that I was more serious about, and it was serious all around, and just there were a lot of issues and you know, there was a lot that I went through in that, and it ended, and it ended pretty badly. It ended, you know, I never did get the closure, I think, but it's all right.
And do you feel like that's affected you, like, how now?
No, not anymore. not anymore. At that time, after it ended, I mean, it was just bad for a long time, and then years passed by, and just, you know, just it was different. It was weird, you know, and then I think, I mean, it's just I got older, I learned more from new experiences, and then yeah, my mom passed away, and for some weird reason, like like at that moment, like I felt like a big piece of me went, you know, a big piece of me was gone, because at that time it was my dad and my mom where I felt two big pieces of my world, you know, and now I just lost one big piece, lost half of that world, because I don't think I was going out with anyone serious at that time. Not that they would have, I don't know, that's weird. So, yeah, after my mom left, like, I knew everything would be okay. It hurt like hell. And it was weird because I was like going through denial. So, yeah, no, I went through some serious denial, which was weird because, you know, you go through things in your life and you might have breakups, and you look at the the 5 stages of grief, and you try and apply each stage to your situation. And so previous situations I've done that, you know, and it didn't really, like, it was crazy because I actually did experience denial with my mom. And it's that I had seen her pass away right in front of me. Our whole most of my mom's family was there when she passed, and you know, so I'd seen her take her last breath. I had seen her all through that night, and she was gone right in front of me. And so I went crazy. I was yelling and screaming and hollering, and, you know, I was in my own way. I was dealing with it, and one of my family members had come up to me and had told me to stop, had told me to, you know, I forget exactly what words were used, but that really kind of shut off my grieving. It really messed up my grieving process, and that's probably why, you know, with the denial. So weeks after that, because my mom was in and out of the hospital for a long time.
It was cancer, right?
It was cancer. Yeah, it was breast cancer.
Breast cancer.
And she had, it was like mastectomy. You know,
no, not a hysterectomy. Not a hysterectomy. that's somewhere else.
But her chest had burst, and with the open wounds, water seeped into her lungs or something like that, and she had to get draining out of one lung, and then it would just get worse as time passed.
I didn't know any of that.
And then it started draining into the other lung. It started going into the other lung, so she had to get draining, and just she was in the hospital like every week, so they did surgery to where they put some kind of bag on her or something, so it would drain into that bag or pouch. But then it started draining into the other lung, so I don't remember what happened with that, but yeah,
she was basically drowning.
Yeah, she was basically drowning, and it was ugly. It was ugly to watch. For those that did see what happened, and for those that didn't, you have no idea what was going on. And I will admit that I wasn't there the entire time. You know, maybe subconsciously I was trying to run away, but I would, you know, I'd left to Idaho. I left to Arizona. For month-long period of times, looking for work or looking for whatever. But then I'd come home, and, you know, and I'd kind of, you know, I wasn't there all the time, but I was definitely there a lot to see what was going on. And I just know there were some family members that, you know, it's just, they don't know what was going on exactly. They weren't there. I know my grandma did clean my mom's wound once. She hated it, you know. But yeah, no. So with the denial part, my after my mom passed, like, I felt like my mom was still here, but in the hospital.
Yeah.
Like she was like I had seen her pass. Like I knew, you know, she was gone, but I still felt, you know, like, hey, like, even though she's not here, she's in the hospital. She's gonna get released in a couple of days or a week or so. Like, she's still here. She's not like, oh, you know how people say, like, oh, they're still with you. They're still in spirit. They're still, you know, no, like, she felt like she was still here, you know, it doesn't make sense. Like,
Yeah.
like I had seen her go. I saw her take her last breath. I was there when she passed, you know. But at the same time, you know, weeks later, it's like I still felt like she was gonna be released out of the hospital, or she was at my grandma's or something. Like she was still physically here. She was still physically alive. So that was weird. That was tough, and I didn't fully grieve at that time for a few months. But then yeah, it was bad. But
Yeah.
I felt like I was gonna get through that. You know.
That's funny because I don't think I ever told you the story about my other grandma died, did I? Because
No.
that kind of has to do with that. It just reminded me of that. Well, I could talk about it because it's really nothing now. But like, it's been 8 years and I still have that denial because the way she died, the disease that killed her was just really ugly. It was she died of ALS. You know what that is, right?
Yeah.
ALS. So she was so it started from first of all, it was weird that she got it because it's a disease that mostly men get in like their 40s. So it was really weird that it just came out of the blue on her. And it started from like up here and it slowly like went all the way down to like basically shutting her body down. And the reason that I bring that up is because like I wasn't close to her. I don't want to say the reasons why because there was somebody there who was the reason why I was never close to her, but I'm not gonna say who it is. But I wasn't really as close to her as I am with my other grandparents, so I had that guilt because there were times where I was kind of like a jerk to her. So when she lost her voice, like I didn't really want to be around because we were seeing her like just every day. She was getting like, it was just deteriorating. Like within less than 6 months she was bedridden. She could still move her arms, and then with like another 2 months, that was, I can't remember the timeline of like how quick she deteriorated, but it was less than a year, which is amazing. Which actually too is kind of amazing because of how old she was and she had the disease. Because they told my dad that younger guys that get it a lot of them don't really make it as long as she did. But besides the point. I had this guilt because, again, I didn't see her die like how you said you saw your mom die, but we did see her the day before she actually died, and then my mom saw her too the day before, and it was like she was like a skeleton basically. Like, imagine this, like just withered down to the bone, and she was no movement whatsoever. And then we get the call. We're with my dad one day, and we get the call the day she died. It was in the evening. I remember. And we rushed to their house, to my grandparents' house, and like we see her there, just like lifeless like that. And like to this day, I still have the guilt, and I kind of have like what you have about the denial because she lost her voice. So for like almost a year, it was seeing her. We were seeing her, but we couldn't hear. She couldn't talk to us. So like I had that longing like after she was gone to like hear her voice, even though it wasn't close. That guilt was just so much. And you know, it was hard, and like I still kind of have a hard time accepting it too, because every now and then I'll have dreams where she's in them and she's talking, but I can't remember her voice, like what her voice sounded like.
Yeah.
So it like I can, and this goes back to too that you're not the only one that went through something like that too. Like what I said earlier about how it's not just, you're not the only one. Because I still kind of I can kind of say that I haven't really gotten over it because of that guilt, because I wasn't close to her, because I was kind of a jerk to her. And it wasn't, it was other factors that made me be a jerk to her from time to time and not want to be around her. So that guilt and then the denial to this day, and like I from time to time too, like I do wish I could hear her voice again, just because like in the dreams I've had, I can't, it's just, I know it, like I can't explain it. It's just very, like, I'll wake up from them and I can't go back to sleep because I'm just thinking about that. So that goes back to what I said, you weren't alone with that, because that was a horrible, and that's such an ugly disease, because at least with your mom, like that, they were helping her. We couldn't do anything. We were literally watching her die.
What are you talking about?
Huh?
What are you talking about? You want that to be on the video? You're
No, you can
like
cut that out, but I
asshole.
just had to mention that because that, for me, is like it's still it's. I don't think I've ever
They
told you guys
couldn't do
about
anything.
that. No, but I never told you guys about that, did I?
What are you talking about?
About that watching her die, like my grandma that died.
Yeah.
Have I told you about her?
What are you talking about?
My grandma that on my dad's side that passed away from that disease.
You
Have I?
saying whose is worse or something?
No, I'm not saying whose is worse. I don't know where that came from. All of a sudden, I was thinking about that. Like literally, I don't know why. I probably shouldn't have said that because I'm gonna be thinking about that.
Yeah, you shouldn't have said that.
But I felt, you know what though? I'm glad I said it because I didn't know that like about the denial and all that with you.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. So that again, that goes back to, I'm not trying to one up you. You can cut that part out. I'm not trying to one up you. You fucking dick.
You're the
I'm not
one.
trying to one up you.
They're like, at least, you know, they couldn't do anything with my grandma.
Well, I'm not trying to. Well, I mean, I didn't mean it to sound that way. Yeah.
What, like they could have done something with mom?
Well, no, I'm not trying to make it sound. Never mind. But yeah, you can cut that out. But you know, I get that though about the denial and all that and the guilt and everything. So I just wanted to share that story because I can get where you're coming from with that. I know that's not really simple. I don't know. Would you say that's kind of similar or no?
What's that?
Like what I shared and versus what like when you would you say that?
Well, the thing is,
Because I can understand like where you're coming from with the denial. Because I still, from time to time, have a hard. I still to this day deny it. But for me, it's because of the way everything happened.
Well, it's just okay. So there, like I mentioned, is like there's a lot of similarities. But
Yeah.
No one experience is ever the same.
Yeah.
And it's just like okay, so we've taken the acting classes, and was it you're always told is that when you take on a character, you know, and it's a character that doesn't believe the same as you believe. They have different values.
Different.
You know,
Different.
They might be a murderer or something. So it's
Their
not like you got to
sexuality
go
might be
out and
different.
yeah. So it's like they go out and they go do something that you don't agree with. You know, you can't hate the character because then the people watching you,
They're not gonna believe it.
oh my god. Okay, so really quickly. All right, so thank you, Daryl, for coming on. For anyone who is looking to check him out, you have Instagram?
Yeah.
What's your Instagram?
Shit, I gotta check.
Oh my god. Okay, so he has Instagram, he's got Snapchat. You guys need to follow him. Any of that information on there?
I gotta remember because I told you why I didn't remember my Snapchat username. I told you why, but I'm not gonna share that on camera. Where am I? Oh, look, Peter added me. There's
Okay, so it's
what?
this one?
Yeah.
So Mr. Sinister 8, the letter or the number
The
8.
number 8.
And then what's your Instagram?
Hold up. Oh, look at that.
Oh my god. This one here.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Okay. It's the 1 DG93.
93. That's it.
The 1 DG93. So I'll put that down if you I'll put that in the comment, the information. I'll put that in the video. So yeah, please talk about it. If you have any issues going on, please tell somebody about it. It helps to talk about it.
It's like the best thing you can do for yourself. Therapy is like the best thing that you can do for yourself.
Yes.
I wish people would embrace it more.
So if you enjoy this video, if you learned something from this video, please like it, comment down below. Let me know what you think about what was in this video. If there was something that you related to it, if there was something that you know you wanted to talk about more, let me know what to address in the next video. And please share, please subscribe if you haven't already, so you can be notified every time I upload a video.
Ambulance.
Ambulance.
Dogs are gonna cry right now.
So I'm here, I'm waiting, I'm ready. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah.